Welcome back to Logistics Made Simple, and it's time to talk about one of my favorite topics. Yes, I know I have several favorite topics, but this is actually one of the biggest, and that's the blockchain technology. Now, you have heard about the blockchain technology, and most of you will associate that with Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. And Bitcoin was the first application of this technology, but the technology is broader than just the application of Bitcoin. And the blockchain technology can be seen as a technology with two very important promises. And both of those promises or properties of this technology are very, very nice to have when you have a supply chain where you want to share information, for instance. Let's say you have a brick wall in your house and you can carve information into that brick wall, and whatever you carve into this wall stays there forever. So the only thing you can actually do is add new information to this brick wall. You cannot change whatever is carved in there, and you cannot delete anything. Imagine you have a table of information with these properties. You actually use tables like that all the time. Your bank account is a table just like that. A bank account is a table where you can only add new information, new transactions, and you can always go back and follow the history of a bank account to see the balance in your account at any given time. This concept is not new. It's actually called a ledger, where you do your bookkeeping. And this technology, the blockchain technology, its more generic name is Distributed Ledger Technology, DLT. This hints at the second important promise. So the first one is the immutability. Whatever is written stays in this table. The second one is the decentralization. Imagine that whatever you carve into your brick wall instantly appears on every other walls in your system where every other user is located. And then you have a system where you don't actually have to have a centralized storage of this table, like your bank account. The bank is responsible for keeping your bank account clean and keeping the integrity of that information. But let's say that every bank account holder in this bank have their own version of the entire database of the bank. Then you have no need for this centralized system. The piece of technology that makes this possible is that the last column in this table is what you call a checksum. That column contains a value that's the result of a calculated formula of all the other values in that row plus the checksum in the row before. So you have a chain of checksums going backwards and backwards and backwards. So if you try to change a historic value in this table, the checksum will change, and then the next checksum will change, and the next and the next, and so on. And that's how you see that this value is not accepted. And when you have a system like that, where you have information distributed across many actors, you don't have to have one single actor in the middle that everyone needs to trust. It's actually a system that is beneficial for actors who do not trust each other, like your typical supply chain. Now, let's say you have a coffee plantation somewhere, and you record your crop statistics. In that, you're a coffee grower, and you record the statistics, the quality of your coffee, the amount you load onto a pallet, and so on. That pallet is then picked up by a haulage company. They record how much they pick up, where they drive it, and then that pallet is loaded onto a ship. The shipping line records how much they load, where they take it, and you have this chain where this pallet finally ends up in your supermarket. And in your supermarket, you take this packet of coffee, because it's now just a pack, and you scan the barcode, and that barcode can then query all this information about what these coffee beans have experienced all the way from the plantation to your supermarket. And the information you retrieve comes from several different blockchains maybe. It doesn't have to be one single system. It doesn't have to be this one central actor keeping track of everything from the coffee grower to the haulage company to the shipping line and all the other actors touching this coffee before it ends up in your coffee machine at home. There can be hundreds of actors, and all of them will register what they do with this coffee. And they can do it in different blockchains, because as long as you use one blockchain, which is sufficiently secure, you can just hyperlink to the step before. And that's where the magic kicks in, because if you're able to do that, you can create this exact scenario where you can trace the origin of something back to its true beginning without actually any of the actors having to know about the other ones. The only thing every actor needs to know is who gave this to me, and then hyperlink back to them. And that makes the blockchain technology a powerful enabler for a very both transparent and secure information system across an entire supply chain or supply network, without actually having to invest in a centralized bookkeeping system that someone, a middleman, also needs to maintain and get paid for by the others. So the basic premise of the blockchain technology is very, very powerful. I made a prediction in 2018, I said this in a number of public places, that in 5 years, that is last year, 2023, we would stop talking about blockchains. And what I meant with that was that we would not stop using the technology. On the contrary, blockchain technology will be embedded where it's most useful, like the HTTPS, the S in your web browser, indicating that you are using encryption to view this website and that you have a secure web connection. You have no idea how that S works. And the same thing goes with the blockchain technology. It will be embedded where it makes most sense to do it, because of course there are drawbacks with this technology. A centralized database will always be faster than this distributed system, but the benefits of having this decentralized and still very secure system makes it ideal for supply chains. So in short, blockchain can be very useful in supply chains, and we've only seen the start of how this technology can be applied, and it will be a very natural thing to do in the supply chain information systems that we are developing right now and into the future. And as always, thank you for watching, and give me feedback on my videos. You can comment below, you can contact me directly, I'm not hard to find, and suggest what you want me to explain on Logistics Made Simple the next time. See ya. Bye.